Yo, what up? Gamers are in town. We gotta solve some crimes. That's what we're all doing. Solving the crimes of the people.
Sins will not be forgiven.
I personally am a murder hater. I would never kill anyone.
Yeah, you would.
Murder.
What?
Yeah. I also agree with Mama.
Source?
Amber.
You did it yesterday.
What? You just
The frying pan.
The only words I heard were frying in pan.
You panned that guy. You fried him. You'll do it again.
What in the world? Anyway,
It's okay, free money.
we're gonna go play some video games. Last time Edgeworth took a big bear. Also, my everything sounds louder than it normally is. These sound
He did
effects
take a big bear.
sound crisp. He took a big bear, and now we're gonna handle it.
Yeah.
Because this is a two-part investigation, which I don't think this game has actually done yet. If I recall.
It did for the first investigation of this chapter.
Oh, I mean, I get, but we didn't really Okay, we didn't really investigate.
I
anything.
understand what you're saying.
That just was like a prologue. Anyway, let's get to it. Shit's fucked.
I've been playing Great Ace.
Oh, we're just back exactly where we left off.
The Galactic
Back at it
Ace
again.
Attorney.
Krispy Kreme.
Phoenix has stayed in this room this entire time, and Edgeworth apparently didn't actually take the bear because it's still right there.
I simply put
I
it
feel
back.
like I remember it disappearing in the DS version.
Just pretend it's not there.
Sure, I'll do that.
Use your imagination.
Oh, god damn it. It's past 9 a.m. already.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is past 9 a.m. Yeah, by a couple hours.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it?
Oh, I guess that too.
I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
Oh, he found a second bear. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we could win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
Oh, you're right. I'm gonna cry again.
Okay. I'll handle this. Look at this.
I believe in your lawyer powers, Mr. Nick. I know you can bring us a miracle.
I'm guessing by miracle she means a not guilty verdict. She wouldn't be wrong either. It will take a miracle to pull this one off.
I like how they changed the badge dialogue here.
I really took a gamble with that one.
Yeah, I thought they just would have reused it.
The real killer. So the real person who killed Mr. Corridor was...
That assassin. Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Let's talk about it. It's hopefully...
Who could have hired the assassin?
hopefully no one who rhymes with Bat Blondguard. That can really suck for us.
Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then... No, it can't be.
Matt Arngard himself? Was it Matt?
Was it Matt?
Oh,
Was it?
man?
Was it Matt?
Mr. Engard really did hire the assassin.
Then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime.
But it can't be Mr. Engard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him...
Mr. Onguard, I'd like to ask you one more question in this flashback. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida and only, like, answer specifically about an assassin? Just so we're clear, dude, I'm not gonna answer specifically about an assassin. Well, that would be the catch, wouldn't it? Actually, that reminds me. This is fucked up.
Hey, did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. Something interesting!
Something interesting. Can't believe
Yo.
it. So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls?
No.
Okay.
Juan had bet everything on the jamming ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Unguard's secret. What is the secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrida was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Onguard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Onguard. There's no way around it now. Let's go.
Mr. Wright, I don't want it to be Matt Unguard.
Yeah, that would make life a little more complicated.
Wow, it's really getting late. Isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. We still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corrida held about Mr. Onguard, and Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
We'll break in.
Oh shit!
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Like breaking in, don't you worry.
Whoa!
Let's run into Windy Old Bag on the way out. I'm sure that'll happen. Fuck! I'm blind! I'm playing the game blind!
What the fuck? What are you?
Nice fucking prediction, though.
I was certain it was gonna be fucking.
Hey, wait! This could be who?
I've forgotten his name.
Will Powers.
Will Powers, yeah. I thought it was gonna be Will Powers because this is his house.
Is it whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel.
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made?
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. The request came from Edgy Poo, so...
Edgeworth?
And he said...
If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer.
So, I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you!
Ugh. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
You're welcome, pal.
Do you want to ever respond to my badge? No.
You don't have anything to say to me.
This is the same...
You're not an owner.
This is the same one! She's got no.
Oh, please don't give me your... No!
Measurements.
You wanna know how to measure a fucking snake with a tape ruler?
What?
This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Corrida.
I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good.
But I didn't say anything. The only people who rather read my mind are whoever's oh my god, those boxes move so fast. My train of thought is derailed.
Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
Manager? Who are you talking about?
You don't know. That manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts. Miss Andrew's mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That's Celeste girl.
Video game?
Nice
She was
reference.
supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Corrida?
Ah, really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the...
It's so much info. Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was going to get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
What? They were gonna get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but fucking shit.
That was a
3
good
days
roll.
later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately.
I see.
That night, after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Well, we don't know. Unless I want to start showing Windy Old Bag shit, but... It's like not on my... Yes, what do you think of the suicide report? I'll take a shot there. Okay, nothing. Bye!
Wait!
Bye!
Anything would be... Oh no! Ah!
See you later! No, I have to check the profile. Like, I have to be good at my... Oh, I wonder who that is. I get the feeling we've met before. Lol. Okay, no, you got more.
Whoa! Same dialogue!
It was worth a shot.
Nothing else to say to you, by the way.
I'm just checking my my options. I'm going to the lobby.
You're good.
What funny character will meet me here? Maybe no one. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating, but why'd I say that so weird? It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. And
It's interesting that, like, there's been nothing to examine in this lobby.
Yeah,
it's just literally
this lobby's just an entrance to have for the sake of having it. Well, back to the office.
Oh, it doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
where's the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Just ever?
Oh, I guess I have to give up on making a salad then.
Bad
Mr.
ending.
Wright's not very healthy.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. And now we have to go to the grocery store. Like, that's...
Let's go to the 7-Eleven,
that's part of
Mr.
the
Wright.
Well, let's go to Matt on guard's house, see if I can wake him up from his nap. Say, hey, could I ask that question again with my magic rock, but reword it a little bit? Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. Onguard tonight.
But
Maybe we could find some lettuce here? I don't know.
isn't what we have to ask very important?
Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard.
Does he have lettuce?
Let's find out. Lettuce check. Visiting hours ended hours ago, so what's he's watching over now?
Maybe he did something bad and he's standing there as punishment, like not having lettuce.
Somehow I don't think that's it. Well, I'm glad we read that dialogue.
Some very riveting dialogue.
Anyone, we're on the hunt for lettuce now. Can't do much of Matt on guard, so.
It feels sorta tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. Well, who wants to be the chief?
Llama.
Who's not Damon
Mr.
Gant?
Onguard's lawyer, right?
The chief of police.
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
A decisive witness? You mean for the on-guard case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now, but I hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here.
Oh yeah. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission. So there you go.
Oh, okay, there you go.
What?
I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much.
Oh, this is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Oh, thank you, Chief, who might be that guy in the glasses in the back.
Probably.
You will never know. I'm going back to the detention center. We're turning right around. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Onguard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Matt Onguard, really. Hey, what's up? Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. You sus man. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying, why is he on his phone? Is he calling someone during my monologue? What the fuck is he doing? Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin. The assassin's client is this man. Matt Onguard.
Maybe he's calling for
Chow, what's wrong? I was just calling during your monologue. It didn't look important. Mr. Onguard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. Yo, what up? About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that I'm going to say this twice.
Wow.
Because it would destroy Matt's acting
Cause some
career.
problems. It's crazy. Could you please fill me in on what the secret is, please?
Uh-oh. On guard zone?
Oh! I knew this was coming. Fuck.
That's a lot of locks.
Yeah.
Don't tell me!
He had quite a few.
That's like the
Cyclops.
most...
You said a secret, right? I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? I hope I don't have any fucking magic locks behind me. That looks kind of weird.
Matt zone.
Did you know about Miss Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? I'm gonna check my Wikipedia. Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. Up for a pizza? My treat. I'm calling the pizza guy from jail.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea, like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay?
I want a pizza.
I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. He said I don't go to the detention center. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off of this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. On Guard. Are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? Well, we're a little bit of impasse here with this bozo. Because I do not know if I could just start tearing apart his bullshit he's got there. That's 5 things. We're gonna put a hold on that.
The 5 Cyclops.
I could probably go... If I leave, I could maybe just switch to Adrian Andrews?
I believe that is correct.
Alright, yeah. What's up?
Yeah,
You're on
sounds
hold. Alright, one sec. We have to reset who I'm talking to. Alright, let's try the other one. Maybe I could get some goss.
Oh, Mr. Wright, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight, and hopefully you don't give me 5 Cyclops. I mean, nothing.
Me? Hold on, I need to prep my Cyclops.
What?
I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Corrida had on Mr. On Guard.
I'm reading Undertale.
Oh. You're reading Undertale?
Yeah.
Like the story of Undertale?
Yeah, not the musical.
Oh, okay.
I have to be very specific on that one. Fuck.
Yeah, she dodged my trap. I'd like to ask you about Matt On Guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean.
That's ominous. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with the case. Nothing.
Okay. About Miss Celeste Impacts.
I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry. Let's look at this flashback.
Yeah, let's look at this flashback. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I just heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back, and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why frame it? Why did you try to frame Mr. On Guard?
That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
Well, you just kind of stabbed
That's
someone.
not informing the police.
I was being a vigilante. I am the law.
That's real DRX logic right there.
Yeah.
I feel like we do that often, but also we're not Ace
They
Attorney.
did it in this book called Danganronpa.
Oh,
The one I was reading before I came here.
before you started reading Undertale.
Before I started reading Undertale, not related to the musical.
Okay.
But there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now?
Ah, fuck. How many?
One.
Okay. That's Cyclops,
Aha!
huh? This is much more relaxing.
Not the 4 from earlier. Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge. Oh. I don't... can I handle this right now?
did you present your bet?
Negative.
Okay, so I need to go running around the nation some more. She doesn't care about a badge. I'd like to ask you about this.
I told
Oh,
you.
this is the
I
same
hate
dialogue?
trifling
No,
matters.
you have
It's
no
the
new dialogue in jail.
No, she's not as cool.
Alright, let's just roll around the world. Oh, good. Sometimes you just gotta take a walk around the city until something happens.
Me on a Saturday night.
Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr.
Hello,
Powers.
I'm here.
Welcome to...
I was not expecting to be in the police station.
Neither was I.
What? Mr. Powers, what happened? Why are you here and not at the hotel?
I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
I'm the decisive witness. What the hell?
It's okay,
I
take your
was
time.
talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you there! You're under arrest! And I was brought back here.
Oh.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Well, I guess I could see how they thought you looked suspicious.
Or Will Powers.
Or Will Powers.
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
Oh, my badge. Wait, no, this is the same
I
dialogue!
really
Fuck,
owe
we
you
keep
one.
doing this! Yeah, we've read this! Ah, we got you out of jail, it was great. Okay, next.
Remember that time you got me out of jail?
Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, you gotta tell me about that time you got him out of jail.
So, about this...
Well, you see, I
Wait,
was in
hold-
jail.
hold on, about
and
this
then
test-
Mr.
about
Wright
this-
got me out.
Yeah, that is for happened, thank you. About this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about?
I really don't know yet.
What?
But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Well, the detective told me not to talk about it.
This is just a pain in the ass for both of us.
You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Didn't specify which lawyer, though.
What? Who do you think that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me.
Yeah, you got it.
Apparently I'm just hated in the police station because it's not Gumshoe.
Mr. Nick. Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
I guess, ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I?
This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know?
It's a critical hit.
Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
But what is he really like?
Oh, well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game, to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him?
His manager, you know. Miss Adrian Andrews.
Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic?
Ah, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and their world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers?
No, I'm more of a hairy,
Jesus.
sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see?
Oh my god.
But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, hey! So did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide?
You mean Miss Impact? Miss Impacts.
We heard something about how her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead.
Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity.
That's
turning into
right, I'm a
Blanca.
Lek Man, baby.
This guy's just
He's
making...
turning into Blanca from Street Fighter.
Oh shit. Blanca roll.
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it.
We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Nothing bad for Mr. Corrida.
Why do you figure so?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, "It looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man."
A truly insidious man? Did you mean Mr. Corrida by that?
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? Besides being Matt Ongard's manager at the time, of course, and that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note.
No, she was Juan's manager.
Was she? I thought she
Celeste?
was Ongard's manager. Yeah, Celeste. No, that's right. I remember now. Juan, I got my stories mixed up. Juan is currently managerless and has been since Celeste died.
Yeah,
that's
and he's
right.
also now lifeless, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, he died, but you know
I see.
that's
Well,
not the point right now.
well, that's some good info. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Ongard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. But they both give me psych locks. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone!
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon.
Well, what's wrong?
Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, he...
Edgeworth?
Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end.
Hello? You got cut off.
Oh, what's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away.
Then we should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about? Mr. Nick, pull yourself together!
Maybe it'll be good news.
The bass line is playing. You hear the bass line? Somehow I
I do
doubt
not
that.
hear the tension bass line, actually.
It's not good! Oh good, it went away.
It's still light outside. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go.
I clicked through dialogue as fast as I could, Gumshoe. Well, what happened?
We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Oh, eh?
This quickly?
And this bear is what gave them away, pal.
The bear.
I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
But wasn't it Mr. Ed?
Shh, Pearls. And go on.
There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
Matt on guard. Matt on guard, your client. That's who, pal.
That's interesting. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was...
I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear.
What a bear. A receipt? That's all you have?
Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold that bear to Mr. Ongard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ongard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ongard himself.
My sight is failing me. This can't be. The On Guard just bought a big fucking bear. So what about the spy camera we found?
That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing anywhere.
Verifying.
But for now, I guess I can give those back to you for you to file away into evidence.
Yo, my court record is probably full.
I know you don't want to give up, pal.
I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corda's room was Matt Ongard?
Why would Mr. Ongard do something like
It
this?
doesn't even make sense if, like, he hired, like, if he didn't hire the assassin, it just makes him look like the killer, but he hired the assassin, why fucking do that? If you're having an assassin handle it.
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corda in one of their rendezvous.
Unless it's just completely unrelated. Somehow. My bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera.
Why?
Are you going to see him? Mr. On Guard, I mean.
He's got like 5 locks, Gumshoe. Yes.
What is a lock?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt On Guard, what in the world have you done? You fucking dude. What the fuck is in my court record today?
There's a lot of stuff in your court record.
A question of all time.
I don't know what new thing she got.
I got the credit card, I got the transmitter, I got the bear, and I got a spy camera. Can I do anything with Adrian Andrews? I feel like Adrian Andrews has to go before Matt On Guard, because she has 1 and he has 5.
I mean, you'll never know until you try.
Let me just make sure nobody, okay, I'm just...
Alright, see you around, pal. I'll be making a salad in your kitchen.
Wait.
Wait, he had salad? Mr. Wright, he has the lettuce!
Oh, I didn't know that! I'm going back to Matt On Guard's house.
Bear.
Oh, we can go to Matt. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was actually missing earlier. Like, I was thinking of, like, mentioning that. But fuck it. Looks like no one is around.
What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face? Like a...
That's what you... Oh,
Danganronpa
she must have been the
character.
butler with the stitches in his face.
Ew!
Yay!
Yes!
A shoe for these trying times.
A shoe for these trying times. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoe? Oh, come on, let's play!
I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not.
Batman a card
Do I have
theme.
anything to examine? I mean, as the player,
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr.
this
Nick.
might be the same dialogue, but I don't recall.
I didn't either.
That was for Mr. Onguard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shoe?
The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. Alright, so
All of this dialogue is the same.
excellent. So I guess there's actually nothing to do here. Yay! So I guess... Yeah, it's back to... Oh, I have to go a certain order. Hi, Gumshoe. How's the salad going?
Ah, it's going pretty good, pal.
Oh.
Oh.
You're right, you won't get to choose anymore. You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax, don't you know that ignorance is bliss? What if you really want to know? Let's talk.
Well, I guess you're doing a guard first.
I've got nothing new. I've just got 5 locks. Well... Just casually. I don't want to break my bones too hard here. I guess
Bone Breaker Supreme.
I guess I'm doing on guard first, so... I depend on the... Oh, wait, no. Stop! Alright.
Matt Zone.
Welcome to the Matt Dimension.
Matt Dimension.
Jesus Christ.
Featuring 5.
He's got so much shit.
Matt's secret.
Now, let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Right, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corrida, especially on that night. Whoa, my health is not full.
Oh, it didn't heal after trial. Oh,
Didn't.
shit.
Oh boy.
Or, no, it might have been the first investigation.
No, there's no... Anyway, we're gonna just go for the camera. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corrida's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where is this camera you're talking about hidden? Like,
Danganronpa.
there wasn't any bears. Oh, fuck. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. Oh shit, I hope something didn't blow up. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corrida was
The bear himself.
this guy. Mr. Onguard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could he forget such a great friend? I'm a little pissed, apparently. What else did the bear tell you? He said that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Onguard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's your proof that was you who put the camera inside the bear. Check out me hitting the button to switch back instead of accidentally just clicking on Matt On Guard again. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you could tell from that is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. I love keeping my teeth clean. A $3,800 toothbrush?! It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. What the fuck? Ew, elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. Fuck. So, can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. Joe, what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corrida's room and filmed it in secret is... Am I here?
You're here. What do you mean, like, why are you here?
Do I have an answer to this question?
Llama?
You do.
Oh boy. So Will Powers said the tabloid magazine. I kind of think that's baloney. It could be true. That just feels like such a nothing thing to go through all this bullshit to do.
What if it's related to the suicide?
It's either related to the suicide, or I'm about to insinuate that he hired the assassin, but I feel like there's no reason to hide the camera for the assassin. Like, if he can't say, hey, time to kill Juan, he's in his room, I'm taking a nap also. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't have a lot of health.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, my gut is saying suicide note. Thoughts from my fellow people who don't know the answer? Okay, I think Galactan. Maybe Barlow doesn't know it.
I do not know the answer.
That's why I can't ask Llama because he knows the answer. I'm thinking. My gut says suicide. First, we would pick Adrian's profile because he wanted to catch her.
I don't know.
Alright, let me play. I'm gonna play one lifeline card. Llama.
Yeah.
Evidence or profile?
Either will work.
Either will work.
There are three separate pieces of evidence that will work here.
There are 3 separate pieces of evidence that will work here?
I would present Adrian Andrews in that case.
Yeah.
Like that's a surefire way to
Metagaming,
cover all your bases.
that's a way to not lose my entire health. Which I don't know why I care so much, because I could load at literally any given time, but it like hurts my pride when I died.
That's what chat's also saying, Ancient Andrews. I think it's a pretty stellar idea, so...
Alright. We're going for the Andrews. It's looking good. Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around. I guess it is just that. That Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida were having secret meetings. You, who is keeping tabs on Mr. Corrida, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you could be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we could get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corrida because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I could think of for you to do such a thing. Yep. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Corrida's room was... We're back? Wait! This is the same question, but now she's not the answer anymore. Oh no! Any of my previous thoughts could still be on the table!
Uh-oh.
Shit. We're back where we started! Hey, are there 3 answers this time?
There is now one answer.
Fuck, I'm gonna say evidence or profile. Again, I'm just gonna narrow that down.
It's evidence.
Okay. So the tabloid is out, so it's either the fucking suicide.
That's all that's left, isn't it?
I could make an I could go for the assassin, but I think the suicide report has to be it. Because if he could see, like, if he, like, is like, oh, I have the suicide, and then he sees it on the camera and, like, zooms in and goes, I see you. We're making the shot. What? It's not looking good, Chief. If I really wanted to set up a spy camera, I wouldn't have set it up in Juan's room. It would be in your office, dude. My office? Well, dude, you're always saying really absurd things, right? If you're like getting the comedy channel for free, fuck you. I'm so close, fuck. If you're done laughing, we're gonna try again. Ah. Oh my god, it's gotta be... This is all my only guess, and I die if I get this wrong, which is rough. But like, Lotta's photo, knife, whatever, autopsy report, no. Suicide, it's obviously not that. Jim, no. Just kill me if I'm wrong. Okay,
Oh.
Logic was used. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it, I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now, especially because I got no health! Mr. Matt On Guard. I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because... Well, at least, okay, this one's a little easy.
You're a
These are
hero.
some good options. You're a star.
Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. And I'm fucked also. But the real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt On Guard. Oh no. Oh, that's not a good look. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. But I'm fucked! I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. On Guard, you really did hire? Yeah, let me call him to fucking kill you. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Oh no. Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time, anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh. Fuck. What?
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 For this.
What the fuck is he holding?
Chauncey.
Introducing Matt on guard.
Is that a fucking wine glass?
Ampagni.
Oh no, this was my nightmare that he'd be evil and I have to Surfer Bro without doing the fucking Surfer Bro voice. What's my swerve here? Let's just
do whatever, man. He's the evil
Let's just be
mastermind.
generically evil. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt on guard. Fuck you, I'm now super evil.
And
Oh no, my bones are fixed, that's nice!
music change.
What the fuck is happening in my life? We're screwed in this one.
Oh man, I have been waiting for this.
Why'd you have guard? You get...
Maybe that's why the
it's
guy
just
was
characters.
Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really? So you are Shelley the Killer's client? You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean?
Oh, you watched all that. Yeah, this is fucked up.
Mr. Ray, what the fuck? How is this happening?
I don't know! And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying. What a terrible.
It's way past your bedtime, little girl.
What the fuck?
Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera in?
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their— What the fuck is this guy doing? They They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why?
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. He set up to fuck over the assassin?
What the heck is this, Mr. Wright?
With that, I could keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? This is
It's
fucked
180,
up.
holy shit. Why would you kill Mr. Corrida?
Because he was about to sling so much junk onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
Mr. Corrida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engard's secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Corrida ended up dead.
This guard is just like, huh, what the fuck's going on over there, huh? Whatever.
Remember when you said that the guard was scared? Free money?
He is just not involving himself in this situation. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt on guard. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Corrida! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya.
Yo, we're as fucked as humanly possible. You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this! That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, this is the most fucked up shit of all time. Maya, what am I supposed to do?
Now you
finally
Who
found
is
it.
Now you finally found it?
Oh,
It's Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth,
Starting line of this case.
Edgeworth, were you just watching through the window as he was saying all that fucked up shit?
Mr. Wright, this is the police department. Of course I was watching.
Edgeworth.
I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
Wait, what about the other Cyclock?
I guess it does not matter. Adrian has been put on hold. Yeah, can I get my pizza?
Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy... No! We can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth?
I like how we have a whole day of trial and there's no more whodunit. It's just how to get unfucked.
Yeah. Oh, this case. Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn.
My turn?
What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own.
Ah, fuck. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Matt on guard. That man is really... Ugh!
It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system?
Proper defense? But what exactly is that? I went to law school. Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittable through shouting and trickery?
Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now?
Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do! Now handle it.
Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong.
Huh? That's the opposite of my name.
We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do.
Why? What happened? People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty.
Franziska. She fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all.
And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty!
Right. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What?
I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now?
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story.
Damn, you took out the back. Oh god, just what I need!
Hello there, Mr. Right.
Hey,
Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
Your boss is an asshole.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Onguard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Not that you are one. Well, I mean,
Right.
it's a hard negotiation.
Don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before. However,
You did, but...
my name is The Killer.
Oh, I thought you were just being coy at the time. Now that I should have remembered that detail.
Shelly, the killer.
Oh, well, okay.
You're Shelly the killer.
Please keep in mind that you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a day killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain,
Maya!
it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice, long nap.
Is that just how you talk about that always?
No!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
Full fuck!
Uh.
The cat!
Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Yo, shoes coming in clutch!
Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat?
It can't be! That cat! Can it? Oh fuck!
What is it? It's right.
I think I know where Shelly the killer is holding Maya hostage! Hedgeworth, have all police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately.
Alright. You hurry over as well, then.
Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. She was our only ally in this world.
Yeah! It is like... I thought your cat would sneak on up. I thought she'd be here.
Oh, I have to go to the hotel to get to the mansion. Hold up. All tension has now been lost. Okay, we're back. Oh, there's now a bear. Maya!
Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer?
Ian and God were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
Oh, I definitely see this fucking thing that wasn't here before.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts on it for some reason.
A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corrida? Why would something like this be here?
Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door?
This door, it's locked.
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth.
Teamwork.
Superpower of lawyers. Lawyer
Slam.
door break.
Smash. These are the lawyers.
Yeah, this
Open
checks
up.
out. Ah, there's no one here.
From the looks of this room, I would say this is Onguard's private lounge. Look at this right.
An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals in a VCR. Check inside the desk. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it.
I'm sorry, but
We are not lucky.
the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
Let's re-examine this room now that we're not Maya. Songuard's computer. Maya, why couldn't you have used this to get help? Because she didn't know how to.
Not to use the
No!
Mr. Nick! Where's the power switch?
Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch. Fuck.
Fortunate.
Oh, fuck.
It's a VCR and an antenna. The footage that the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was beamed here and recorded on tape.
If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful.
Huge television and speakers loom largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say,
I would die a happy samurai fan if I could see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this.
I think that's... Yeah, that's what she'd say. I can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. I'm pretty sure
That's really
that's
funny.
probably what she actually said, right? Like, I don't remember word for word, but...
I feel like it was something like that.
I think it was,
It's
yeah.
a very small table. I bet we could barely squeeze 3 pearls on there.
Why are you using it as a metric? And I wouldn't sit on a table to begin with, Mr. Nick.
There was a photo of Celeste that was here. That is also missing now.
Oh, yeah.
What a spacious sofa. I bet 10 pearls would fit on here.
Mr. Nick! I don't think 10 of me would fit, Mr. Nick. Why are you using me as a metric?
I'm just
a
a little stressed. I can't read all the labels, but this is a very large collection of videotapes. Looks like On Guard taped all of his own shows.
Try the painting? Oh, no.
Is
What
that
the
everything?
I think you've seen everything here.
fucked
Oh,
up?
the cellar's available.
Oh, shit. Wine cellar.
Oh, there's the photo. We searched all over, but it looks like he got away.
I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time.
And now, we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us.
Maya. Let me go check out this.
Being baller.
Let me go check out this photo on the ground. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miss Impax, you mean...
Yes, Mr. Corrida's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Ungard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya! It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message.
What? Yo, I'm on the picture.
I thought you'd come. I knew you would.
I trained the cat to scream.
Now listen up. You better get On Guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever.
I'm glad she figured it out. Or just... wait, so either she just kind of solved it, or, like, the killer said, by the way, if you just were curious, Matt On Guard did it.
I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
Damn, nice handwriting.
No! Mystic Maya! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Oh, nothing.
We searched the house and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us.
Edgeworth.
Yes.
As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm gonna get. But I'm still short one last thing.
And what is that? Adrian Zone 1.
Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth.
I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center.
Well, you probably don't know. I mean, I saw the magic. Don't worry about it. Thanks, Edgeworth.
Right, I completely solved the last case. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. We're just going.
Good evening, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, so I know what you were saying about Matt on guard earlier.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Mr. Wright? Oh, what's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock.
Mr. Wright, I don't know what that is.
What a normal sentence to say.
Yeah. Psych lock?
I want to know, and you will tell me your secret.
Fine, go ahead, but... Well, try to break me, if you can.
Well, hopefully it's just a little less dramatic than that. Like, don't take off your glasses and pull out a goblet of wine.
Second wine user in this case. She had some tomato juice,
A
though.
wine glass made out of like all the broken glasses from
Oh, true.
last trial.
I used that for ice.
I mean, I just kind of have an idea now. Like, I met the guy. So, like... yeah, I met him and it just breaks. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. On Guard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. On Guard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. And one being Celeste. I will do her profile though, just to be safe.
Good idea.
Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. That is Miss Impact's suicide. Miss Impact's, I kind of combined those.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. It's the image again. And on top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him, yet. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Well, as of 5 minutes ago, yes. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impacts' handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. On Guard's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed.
Well, at least you won't put me in the hell dimension anymore.
How do you do, Mr. Lawyer?
My bones are fixed.
No music, too.
Damn.
Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Corrida didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? I said that really weird. Yes, because of Matt.
What the fuck did that guy do?
Because of Mr. Engard? What do you mean?
I'm gonna bring the wine to the wedding.
You want to bring the wine to the wedding?
I think I can see where this is going. Slowly.
Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago, so
What?
Galactan
Galactan
was
was right retroactively?
I was right retroactively, baby. Woo!
What a genius. He's a real
I'm
killer,
a
that
genius. I'm so good at Ace Attorney.
one. He's the killer, one might say. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. Here's a better picture that's not a goddamn suicide. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple. Or, no! Ah, they were a couple, weren't they? No! Wrong cadence! Wrong cadence! wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him. Even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself.
Let's talk about this drama some more.
I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
What? Then why did Mr. Corrida have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Enormous impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds and... so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
This is true. Juan only did this when he lost the contest.
Yeah, he didn't lose the contest. Maybe things would have changed. Wow, what are you doing? Look at that.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so that I could find out all about this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. I'm short in this picture.
You are short in that picture.
Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. That's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now. Shit is certifiably fucked.
What an investigation.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and then I will continue.
I will
Oh,
get a
gotta
drink.
run to
My
the bathroom.
throat is
Yeah,
parched.
yeah, this was Barlow plays every character.
Everyone recover.
I will be right back.
Llama Hammer Gaming.
Big true.
So what do you think?
I love this case.
It's a good case.
I love this case.
I love this case too. I cannot believe how many times they showed the suicide picture in this case. I completely forgot.
You need to rub it in. Or they need to rub it in.
Yeah,
Just how fucking awful all of this really is.
it's really fucked up. Like, there is no bone about it. Both the victim and the murderer are fucked up. Like, holy shit. I can't even imagine canceling your wedding and using a suicide note. Like, what kind of fucked up shit is this?
This is some of the darkest that Ace Attorney ever gets, in my opinion, and it's because it's so, like, grounded. This is just, like, how fucked up celebrities it can be sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back. We were just talking about
Freems.
celebrity drama.
Some scandals.
So I'm gonna just open up with this, so it's out in the air. This case has a bad ending. I will not tell you when this bad ending happens.
Okay.
Enjoy.
That's,
Oh shit.
That's pretty awesome. Is everyone here?
I'm here.
I'm here.
So what do you think of tomato juice,
Right,
free money?
Sometimes you are thirsty.
We are missing one GAC.
Galactin. The intergalactin. The planetary. So what do you think of Mountain Guard, free money?
Lol.
Did you know he was gonna be evil, free?
No. I mean, like, by like last time, it's like it's a very real possibility. I did not expect him to have fucking Wolverine scars
It's such a dramatic reveal.
and a giant wine goblet.
I love the Shanti.
He
It's just so
swirls
like
around
extra.
just to be evil.
Just casually brings up a glass of wine.
What the hell? And Will Powers is testifying about who knows what at this point. Like, this case is just off the
He doesn't
rails.
know either.
Will Powers is just here.
He shows no fear.
I'm so glad Will Powers is here. I love it because, like, you'd expect, because Will Powers is here, that it would be a retread of 1-3, Turnabout Samurai, and then it becomes this fucked up case. When it hits you with Maya is just straight up kidnapped. Bob and I were just talking about how messed up the motives are in this one. But it is really grounded too. Not necessarily a good thing, but
Grounded in some of the worst traits of human beings, but still grounded.
yeah. Now Free Money has to save the truth and find the world. Can you do it, Free Money?
We have to pull off some nonsense.
It's not looking good for you.
It's not.
Cat's finally here. Shu is finally here.
Shu is the legend we
There's-
all dream of.
It's true.
Shelly the Killer really said, "My plan is foolproof." One loud boy.
Yeah. I'm so glad they just played the voice clip of the cat.
Ba-dum.
What do you think about the Matt on Guard reveal theme frame? Core 2002.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It's really fucking good.
That thing.
Yeah, they introduced what is it? Investigation Middle alongside
Yeah.
Adrian, and then Investigation Core with
Actually,
the Matt.
It's
with
even
the
more
Matt reveal.
crazier. Middle was introduced during Matt when you meet him in the detention center.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Which
I
is
forgot about that.
it's incredible because it's musical foreshadowing. Because if you notice when you talk to Adrian, and with like every other case in the game except the first one, detention elegy plays in the detention center for the innocent clients. Funny that middle plays when you meet Matt. Wow, what'd you think of that? It does play during Adrian's stuff though. I thought it only played for Matt, so I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh man, it's Matt's theme. Oh shit, it's Adrian's theme. But Core 2002 is a good theme. We used it for an RP scene I was in. It was for Net Battlers. It was pretty good.
Welcome to the Shit is Fuck channel.
Can Free Money not get the bad ending?
Man, Galactic really got lost in the sauce.
He was trapped in the bathroom. No, they kidnapped him. No. Dude.
But wait, he voices him.
Oh no.
Here,
He
Freems have a
kidnapped himself.
transmitter in real life.
If you don't get a guilty but not guilty on that on guard, I'll kill Galacta.
I will drown him in the toilet.
See. You'll drown him in the toilet?
I will drown him in the bathtub. Not the toilet. That is pretty gross.
Oh, well. At least we got some standards. That's it. Everyone look at my Say Psych right now image, if you're on Twitch. It's the greatest image on my computer.
I will go take a look, Dr. Free Money.
Right now.
Let me see. I think
What
I know
are you
which one it
looking at?
is. You survived. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
we thought you
no.
were kidnapped by the killer.
Yeah, I thought this would be like a really meta thing. Yeah,
Galactan's just kidnapped by the killer and everything is fucked up and it sucks.
Alright, let's continue. Yay!
Woo.
I put my stream back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Okay. What?
Oh.
Richard Wellington? At this hour? How did I get into this mess? I haven't thought about voicing this. I'm the fucking judge, I think. This is the same
Yeah,
as it
you
was
are.
before. Fucking die! What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this! But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Goodbye! Remember that scene? I didn't do it on stream. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. That just sucks for me. Yay, my cell phone is going off. Hello, this is Phoenix, right? I'm saying, dude, you don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? I'm talking to your phone on your phone. Fuck you. Nah, it's just, I have no phone sprites when I'm a good guy. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay?
Just shoot him in the head.
You better shoot that bitch in the head. With a gun. With your pointy finger. Gino
Finger
it.
gun. Gino! Super Mario
If you get
RPG!
that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever.
Maya. It's Mia moment?
I think
Yeah, okay.
that's- Yeah.
Phoenix.
Mia! Oh, Maya, how's Maya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what am I supposed to do? This asshole's like 10 feet from us.
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst at times is when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But...
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please! There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Oh God, that's fucking Matt on guard on the phone. I'm gonna fucking... It said a cursed on guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean,
Oh,
pal.
fuck.
Oh, fuck, Phoenix.
Gumshoe, I'm really, really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Didn't you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial's over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Enguarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true, I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to make do so you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer?
If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it.
Just stall.
So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah! Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. Let's just stall this out.
Stalling a trial. Stalling a trial.
Man, this should be the fastest trial ever. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on God, who's a really great person. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Mattingard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying she is guilty after all.
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder.
Ooh.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt on Guard.
What the f- we have assassins now? That's kind of cool. What a surprising turn of events! I didn't know we had assassins.
We do, Your Honor, and I think it's become quite commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Why is he here?
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
What? I didn't know that.
But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ungard's room.
Okay. Sure.
Dun visiting Matt's room.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume.
I'm talking to a totally non-suspicious person right now.
He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
That was me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Power's testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
It was
If one
just the
assumes
bellboy.
that the person Mr. Ungard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Oh boy.
He wasn't the assassin, that'd be dumb.
Oh, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're going to have to charge in head first, right?
Visit to Matt's room. Let's press it all. The defendant's room. Why did you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright,
What is it?
you're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time?
Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry.
So you went to the defendant's room, and then... Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here?
Welcome to the other sad part of this case. You have depressed willpowers.
He doesn't deserve it. Are you sure that was Matt on guard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room?
He was talking with someone at first.
Wow. At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on the tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. Nice. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
Hang on.
Oh no, Galactic's feeling something weird,
I
but
don't
probably
know.
not.
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. He's that evil. So how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think.
Matt on guard does not tip.
Can't believe it.
So who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I up and disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
You remember this incident? Did Mr. Parrish leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
What am I pressing against move powers here? Unless he'll suddenly talk about this now that I talked about it later. Is this one of these weird cases where I have to double press?
I would try it. I mean, you pressed pretty much all the testimony, so. Worth a shot.
I'll just casually see if there's anything here. At first, you thought we have anything new for me? I think, oh boy, why was that? No, we still don't know, okay.
He's meowing at you.
Oh, we're back. Oh, we found it. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated...
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Hold it! So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was.
But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all. Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which one of the shocking moments I should ask him about. Probably about the bellboy's face. What's so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old Gramps.
Ahem, I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court!
No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
A line of stitches!
Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like as if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out.
Ugh.
Ah! He was there, at Onguard's house. He was the butler! What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Onguard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Onguard would be declared guilty in a blink.
Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you'd like to say, Mr. Wright? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing.
Oh, he's...
We're just going around and around in circles. And now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. Wait, what do I do here?
Edgeworth's judging you.
There was one other thing.
Yeah, there was, I could talk about the tip, yeah. Hold it. So we gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? There's a couple things.
And Miss
I'm
Freems
repeating
cat.
my dialogue, Mr. Wright.
Ah, so am I.
That bellboy and the face and the stitches.
Sounds like
and
there's
all
some weird
that
shit that
jazz.
happened. Let's talk about the other one. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much.
Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash? I'm blinking. Oh my god. I want a roll of cash
Hey,
right
here's
now.
the pension baseline this
Ah,
time.
well. How interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That could hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Raise an objection. Objection! The defendant is a superstar! That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Objection. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that a roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Oh my god, man. Let's go fucking get that guy. Get the bellboy. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley, the killer.
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw this very moment was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What? Oh my god, I hope they hung out together. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir, right away.
The second time.
This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Why didn't anyone ask me about this before? What the hell? Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean,
I mean,
I
I
really
mean-
hope you can press that last statement.
I do too. Thank you very much. This is all we need for now.
Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. That is such a weird line to say. Then we shall see.
so the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
This is no laughing matter.
What do you want me to do?
Suffer.
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh, right. I forgot what gameplay I was in. And what time was it?
Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended at around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time.
You're not one for details. Ah, you missed the powers.
Sorry. Thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats.
Mr. Powers.
Came out of the room. Hold it. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all.
But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face.
Ugh.
Well, I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So, which room did the bellboy come out of?
Yo. The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
You seem out of place. Hold it. So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed.
That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange, too, wouldn't you?
I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. Oh, this was later. The CG with
Yes,
Matt,
the
he was
second
holding the
time.
juice, but this was when he was leaving the room later. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or let's try to pose the fast one? There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really is.
There really isn't!
Objection, right! If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplemented with this new one.
Phoenix is just in his... Phoenix is like the worst day of Phoenix's life, but this is his pressing strategy in his prime. Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see! Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir.
Let's did it again. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand,
There we go.
and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, and I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. I'm gonna just finish. I'm gonna finish pressing him for fun. Please don't be so quick to judge.
Yeah, but it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief.
Oh, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent.
That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it'd be very bad for us.
But he really is the assassin, you know?
Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one.
Being mean to Mr. Powers. Being mean
Oh,
to
man,
Mr.
you can't
Powers.
press-
Bully him a little.
You can't press the last statement.
I thought it was there too, yeah.
The tomato juice was given. Sure. Mr. Powers.
Yes.
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and
So, a baseball has stitches. Checkmate. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? My god.
Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean the bellboy had just seen and left a dead body in the room. Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Corrida was already dead at the time? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes?
I blame you for leading me down this route!
I'm terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? What?
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves! Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Ah, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So, a football is made of leather? Are you saying that all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather?
Um,
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Ugh.
Seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more.
okay.
Loads of willpowers today.
More willpowers.
After leaving... Wow, I botched that instantaneously. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then went back to my seat.
That's a long bathroom break.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room?
Yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident.
Some accident. I say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Wow, 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 wow. There's a good meeting.
Or Mr. Wright.
Hold it. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
From the door of the bathroom with my left eye in a sort of sneaky spy, like...
I knew he was spying.
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. Can't believe I was thinking of those footballs and baseballs.
That's a good argument, wasn't it?
It was.
I said hold it! Hold it! Ah, my cat all-tabbed my game!
Okay.
Oh, I guess we should hold it.
I'm back. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
I should probably ask him only one question at a time. That was something. He gave something to this person?
Yeah.
And what was this something?
If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kinda small.
That is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was.
I'll try.
In the meantime, let's talk of another point. Namely, what did the bellboy did next?
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing...
I'm gonna back up and just ask the other question. Double hold it, double hold it. Double hold it. Tell me more. So who took this something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm! Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received this item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Bless you.
Yes, it was
you.
just like that.
I was holding that in for a while.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was, no.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue?
Hold it. A statue?
Yeah, it kinda looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know?
Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that? Well, let's just finish just in case. Where did the bellboy go after he left Mr. Ongar's room?
He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and who knows after that, right?
I do.
Poor Mr. Wright.
In the bathroom. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time?
Oh yeah, I saw that one thing.
What? You saw something else?
There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker.
I think we could forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Power's testimony just now was just as vague as his first.
A little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Ugh. Talk about a lose-lose situation. Well, we have to figure out what the statue could have been. I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Let's get Benjamin Woodman back into our inventory.
Help!
Hey, you heard about my lovely Regina yet?
Shut up!
He won't stop talking about
Kill
it!
him! I've changed my mind.
Whoa!
Wooden statue.
White roses.
Silk cloak. Silk hat. Fuck.
Yeah,
Black
wooden
cloak.
fish
I guess,
figure.
yeah. No, that bear's made out of wood. Yeah, that works for me.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up! It was me, Your Honor.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this item?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt on Guard's mansion.
At the defendant's house! Oh my god, well, I guess it's him. Let's all go home. What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Ongod's mansion would mean...
Oh yes, it goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Guard is the killer's client.
Wow, holy shit, this is Sounds good to me. Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's all right. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Poor Mr. Powers, what the fuck?
The bear, I don't know. It could be the person, we could argue that it wasn't Matt on guard in the room, but it's in the thing, but I don't even know what's up with the bear at all, so I'm saying the bear for now. I'll take the damage if I'm wrong. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear! Mr. Wright! This was found at Mr. Ongar's mansion. However, Mr. Ongar was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh! Well, who am I? I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ongar who took this bear to his mansion. Oh, fuck, I guess we're here longer now, shit. What? That's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There is no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. Disaster averted.
Objection. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it as clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. He will now escape in 5 minutes.
I can't believe it. That butler. All this time he was the killer.
The killer and Engard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Engard Mansion as its butler.
What a bold move!
The bear figurine was brought back to Engard Mansion by the killer himself. Oh, nice.
Nice robot
When it
arm.
looked like he was, yes, wooden mecha arm. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. These guys are classy outfits. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to... I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony. What? There's still another one? There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to expose? Oh, we're back here. Well, I'm gonna try to leave Willpower alone for a minute. Yeah, I'll take the damage before I try to harm him again. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear,
Might be fine.
and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He doesn't
He
know.
gave something to the person inside that room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. We can't be sure of...
Ah!
Huh?
Mm.
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, at least give us a good reason why.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What? Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm, it was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it.
Oh, that's
You
interesting.
gotta be kidding!
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
It's having the worst day of his life.
Order! Looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt and Guard is the Nickel Samurai.
That one time that Andrews was wearing the costume.
Thanks to the defense, we made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was who received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt on guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do?
Oh,
Someone said there's a bad ending somewhere in here, so I'm just gonna quickly.
yeah, you gotta raise an
We're
objection.
gonna raise an objection, but just I'm just gonna. I will now announce my. Shut up! There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left for this is one dirty trick. Trying to be an asshole. Your Honor. Right now, we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. Oh, time to be an asshole. What are you saying? What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
Oh,
That's crazy if that was true. The real client! Yes.
Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? Sorry, Haas. Adrian Andrews! Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime. By wearing a spare Nickel Samurai costume.
Ah! Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw.
That could have very well been Miss Andrews. What the fuck is happening here? What are we doing? Well, what about Mr. On God? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On God's mansion? It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
You're still fucking... What is with this trial?
Come
on, anyone could tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else.
sucks.
Unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things.
What a loser.
This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
It's just...
Now, order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory.
Yep.
Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did especially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Mrs. Andrews.
The stream seems fine on my end. I haven't dropped any frames on Twitch. So it might be on yours. And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
Okay. Get her back out here. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor. You're making her suffer again, Freem.
Oh, that was
Oh,
not.
Paul, we're going right into it.
That was not a to be continued. Okay, we're not done. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. Ugh, I swear this demon will pay.
Mr. Nick!
Oh, you're back. Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
A really strong power? Like will powers?
Will Powers? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone
It's
is...
from Gumshoe. I checked his number this time.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
Yeah, phew, that's good, pal.
What about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but
What? Oh, we don't have any more time!
if we had just one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going till Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught?
A tent.
Huh? A tent?
I could see a circus tent.
Mia?
Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few moments ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away?
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Get Benjamin Woodman on the stand. Hey, Gumshoe!
Hey, I saw this dude with stitches in his face the other day.
Is there a circus in town right now?
There's only one, pal, the Very Big Circus.
Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map, about a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And
And?
I could see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Alright, what else?
What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? Big Berry Circus coming in clutch.
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I could do this, I just have to make the trial last a little longer. Big L to Adrian Andrews. Sorry, boss. I hope nothing bad happens to Adrian Andrews. The court will now reconvene!
Killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the true name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. I'm back here again. Certainly, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have.
You have seen it before!
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright.
Why? Why does she... We're gonna learn why she does in a second because I have to get up for just 1 minute, 1 second.
The bear. Wolf's powers certainly had the testimony. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm here to sink a hole in your entire plan, buddy.
Just the genuine testimony. Mr. Wright couldn't do anything.
Man goes up on the stand, tells the truth.
Lawyer, being lawyer, has to tell lies. Oh. Part of me's debating on whether I should switch with you, Llama, because playing Witness in Edgeworth is kind of hard.
Yo, I'm back.
Either or.
Alright, well, for the sake of being tired and not wanting to break my brain, you can be Miss Andrews today.
Oh boy.
I give you
All
this
right.
position, because it's really hard to play both a Witness and Edgeworth, and I don't know.
Sure, I
I
understand.
think it's just the switching of the accents that gets me here.
I've felt that before. Fucking judge just throws it all off.
Dude, every time I have to switch to Pearl, it gives me a fucking headache.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity, just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box, just by looking at it.
So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I love that bear.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Let's... what a weird thing to just... Hold
It's
it.
a puzzle.
Don't believe you. A puzzle?
This reminds me of a puzzle, right?
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. The people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
It's a bear puzzle.
Wow. So you could take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and push it in.
Oh, yes, I see!
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Ooh! This is most interesting! boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Well, Judge, Your Honor,
I'm
please.
so fucking smart!
Your Honor,
Oh, don't mind me! Go ahead, carry on!
we have a cross-examination, Your
I
Honor.
think he's lost it.
So what did you find after you take the puzzle apart, Your Honor?
Stuff!
I see.
There's a small cavity, like you
Like the
with
dentist? How do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and it was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order,
Oh,
you can't
but-
open the bear.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country.
But this looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get around what's inside.
Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. It's a jewelry box.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we haven't covered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness.
Yes.
You are the only one who can open this. Please.
I'm guessing there's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart.
I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note! Oh, fuck.
Well, I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
The suicide note!
The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. But just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Oh my god, are we gonna read it ever? Or we're just gonna talk about it. Oh, Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. I was going to burn it for her sake.
Damn, second time. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note aloud.
You want
I'm
me
being
to
a
do it
giant
with my
coward.
fucking funny voice? Okay.
Apparently so, Your Honor, instead of me just reading the note.
Very well. I will now ruin the mood of this note. Oh, that. Oh, phew! The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her notes, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Corrida, and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. God, that was a really sad note! And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. I'm glad we didn't have to
Your
fucking
Honor,
hear it in your dumbass voice.
I really should have read this note. I'm beginning to have regrets. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Engard.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word!
Matt Engard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. But, no, I was gonna say by any means necessary, at any cost.
Tales of On Guard's horrible misdeeds.
He sucks.
Facts. That guy kind of fucking sucks, does he? It's On Guard's fault the woman killed herself. What the fuck? I thought he was a great guy. This time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. I thought he was a great dude. How terrible. What a selfish person. I was a big Mad On Guard fan. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who defend these creeps too.
There is no room for doubt here.
We're not gonna fucking shut up.
Audience, please.
I can't,
Mr.
no,
the killer's client's goal
I'll
was to
start
obtain
taking
the
suicide note. I'm gonna be the prosecutor now.
I see you, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the
Mad On Guard's a
defendant.
piece of fucking shit. Oh, God.
Let's not forget that the bear with the
Yeah,
note
I think he's
inside
saying
was
something,
found
but
at
we're never
the
gonna learn about what it is.
defendant's house.
Shut the fuck up! It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of this situation through one of those?
Gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry!
I feel like it always is! The suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? Which one of these should we pursue?
Save.
So my question, I think if I were Phoenix, right, and I was trying to stall for time, I would ask, how would Matt On Guard know the suicide note was in the figurine? But that kind of is both of those, so I don't really know. I guess the figurine, because only Adrian Andrews and Juan Corrida could open it. How could Matt On Guard know that this
Wait.
incriminating piece
Wait. I realized something. It doesn't matter if he could know or not. That doesn't make any sense. If it has the suicide note, well then it can't get out, and that was the entire point of killing Juan Corrida. I don't know how he would know it's in there,
but the figurine was specifically delivered, and they only put to Matt On Guard, which somehow he knew. Yes, in reality, but I'm stalling for time.
Oh, fair enough.
So
I was realizing that,
so
wait,
the
shit.
logic is wrong on purpose, but we're trying to keep things going. I'm gonna say the fact that Matt Onguard couldn't open the figurine. It could be the other one, but I'm taking my shot. Objection for the people. And I'm the people. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh my god, shut the fuck up! Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. Question mark. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I hope he doesn't have any kidnapped loved ones. Oh, I can't do both of these. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corrida. At the request of his client, of course. So what's your point, Mr. Oh, these guys are talking again. I don't think it's possible that Mr. Killer's client was Matt Onguard. In fact, I think there was a contradiction here. Glad they shut up. You can't tell by just looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt Onguard thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none. God, I'm right at
on the money.
Stalling.
Nice.
I'm like, my life. Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
I wasn't sure, but that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought of it. What? And I thought it was rather strange.
Run-on sentence.
After all, there's no reason why Mr. Onguard would ever want a jewelry box like this. Are we still going here? Jeez Louise. Order! You guys are fucking talkative today. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes differently.
Oh, he's doing the bow thing.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself.
What fucking...
I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
Bring this into it? No, what is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor.
Oh.
This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying? What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession.
Mr. Wright, I can just buy them. I'm very rich. Matt and Guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Corda, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt and Guard.
Oh my god, holy shit, I'm so talkative today. Order! Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? You! Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities! Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright! Fuck you!
I see you are confused, Mr.
And
Wright.
fuck Matt, I'm God, apparently.
You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye.
Oh, fuck you, Edgeworth.
But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
Cumshoe's bug sweeper.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were also found on this camera.
Matt Onguard's fingerprints were on there?
Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ungard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
You got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at this guy. This clown.
Hey, now what's the lawyer thinking?
I bet he's coming up with something stupid.
What? That we brought another kid to the trial. Sure, stop and don't look at him. Fuck that guy. The way he's sweating is just so nasty. Fuck him.
Like salmonella, gross.
God, he does it all the time.
Phoenix,
Yes,
they hate
Chief?
your pussy, Phoenix.
I know.
Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet?
What I'm gonna do next? Just running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But, in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something he should investigate.
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
It's just what I do, Phoenix.
Okay. I think it's time that we save our game. It's just been a while. I feel it has been. We understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What's this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Well, I'm gonna present the evidence, but I'm also gonna just... It's probably, I mean, it's probably one of these two. Just to, be sure. My spy camera, I don't know. I have an objection, Your Honor. We'll take some hits if I'm wrong.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection! Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. I am just parroting you.
Yes, would you care to share, right?
You know what I just said?
So, you're telling me that I forgot something.
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
Oh, right. Do tell.
I mean... It changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmit the data. That just means it gets to Matt Onguard's house. Or... I mean, it's one of these two, like, objectively. I'm just kind of... My brain is kind of shutting down on which one it is. So I'm gonna... My gut said transmitter, but if it's camera, then I'll take the damage. That's looking bad. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, he's looking not good.
Oh, yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. But I think the item that should be examined is that defense's gray matter.
Whoops. Mr. Wright, after this trial is over, I would like to see you in my chambers. I think there are a few things we need to discuss, like blowing you up. Yes, Your Honor.
Well, right. If you're going to speak, at least use your brain to make something up that's intelligible.
Well, in case I'm really screw the pooch here.
So, you're telling me that I forgot something. Well, tell me right. What did I forget?
Yeah, you forgot that you should look at the footage on the camera. It's not that. Ooh, it's not that, then I'm really kind of... Oh, ooh, hold up.
Well, Mr. Wright,
hold
looks
up.
like it wasn't that.
Oh,
what a
backing it up.
shame.
Okay, I'm a little lost.
Darn shame.
You're cold as fuck right now.
Going to presume cold as fuck means it's probably not the camera.
Yeah. Was the note fake? I'm trying to think of someone who's bullshitting right now, and not someone who's right. So now I'm like, oh. Was the note fake or is the card fake? I'm gonna say the note first because we haven't talked about the card in a hot minute. But listen, I'm just shooting shots at a wall. I will load my save data. My health will be in pain.
Well.
Oh.
Lucky day.
Oh, good. Forgery. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh! So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Oh my god, this guy's really fucking struggling here. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting...
Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, You were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
How dare you?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking this witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Objection! But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Oh fuck, I broke her glasses again? Missy intrudes! You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you can use it to frame Matt On Guard. Fuck. We're in a struggle bus.
I did no such thing.
Yo, Gumshoe, wanna give me a call?
Objection!
Sorry,
Right!
pal, my phone's a little busy right now. Trying
His
to order a
phone
pizza.
What?
is a little busy ordering a pizza from Pizza Hut.
That suicide note is fake and I would love a pizza.
Exactly. And right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note as a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Objection! Sorry. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. That's enough! This is stupid! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Impossible. That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix.
God, I just want to fucking go home. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Hitman else my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. On guard is guilty. Look at anything can tell you that. Oh my God.
I think we've reached the end of the
Fuck these
line.
people. Guilty. Guilty. I saw him drink the wine glass. He had 5 Cyclops. That's fucking crazy. What is that sound?
Who brought a phone to the
Gumshoe.
courtroom?
I brought the phone. Shut up. Hello, Gumshoe?
Yo, is this the pizza place?
No.
Wait, I have some pizza too, Gumshoe.
What is
I'll up
with
your
him?
salary.
What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal, I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you, I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me we don't have any more.
guilty. Fuck that on guard. Guilty. Guilty. I want a pizza.
Guilty.
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and. Oh,
What is it?
let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch.
What the? Right.
Take that.
I have the phone.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I threw a PowerPoint at you.
please, you've got to buy us some more time.
Court is in session. Court is in session.
What? I threw that phone and everything.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying I was distracted by this phone call
Mr.
from
Wright,
pizza.
this is a court of law, not a pizza place. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Go fucking kill men on guard. I hate him.
Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Please wait.
Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary test on this piece of evidence in that time. Only 30 minutes.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes or less, like the pizza place?
I'm so damn hungry right now, Your Honor, but I believe we can.
Dude, I'm making a pizza after we're done. But would it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. 30 minutes or less. Please, Your Honor. That is all I'm asking for.
Please, Your Honor. I want that pizza. And that handwriting, but today. Very well. You fucking dumbasses. Jeez Louise. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised I will not allow another recess today. I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Can I get a to be continued anywhere in this?
Guess not.
I'm not going back to court. Like, I'm taking a break. Like, I'll do this thing, but if it puts us right back in court, then we are ending it because holy schmoly.
You have a to be continued coming up.
Oh, okay. I'm like, phew.
Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
It's a killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time.
Report.
Ah, is that Mr. Edward?
We don't have time to spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and is rushed to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
I thought you'd ask that.
Ooh.
I've got the things he left behind with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What a bro.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Things that worry me. Alright, just get in here and order one piece.
I'm on a mission, and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Gumshoe!
Shoot!
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What the fuck? Did I just
guys, it's me.
did I just die?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
Oh, was that the car? Was that the phone?
No one can stop me.
Gumshoe!
Gumshoe.
What happened? What happened? Hit the button!
Sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. Why would he run red lights?
That was so fucking stupid of him! Edgeworth, what the fuck?
Why are you asking me what's wrong? I didn't do anything here.
What was he thinking? We have to hurry and call for help.
We have no idea where he is. He His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen!
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There is a way. I remember it. That's right, there is a way!
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Where, do I have that shit just in my... Oh, it's not in my inventory, right?
You might have to settle for good enough.
Yeah.
No, it's our...
Why are you
No!
bringing Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
She has a fucking radar!
The
Francisca.
fucking alarma.
Would she even want to help us? Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. What I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right.
Go on vacation for a year and stress you out.
It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict. This prosecutor Edgeworth here.
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with that handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
Wow, 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 wow. Yay! I'm assuming the next stream is the ending of this game.
There are no more to be continued.
Alright.
Farewell, my turn
You're
about.
in the end game
Yay!
now.
Next stream we finish it.
What a good fucking case. Edge of the sea.
Yay! good
Edge of the
shit.
sea.
That on guard is a prick.
I'm so glad you met the real Mr. Ongar.
Hope Gumshoe gets that pizza after his car accident.
I'm so glad we did that bit. That was like fucking perfect.
Well, we will see you next Monday for finishing this game. And
We're
then
in the end game now,
then we got the
Thanks
third
for
one.
watching.
But we're not there yet. We'll see ya
We'll get there.
later.